Hi guys, so it's Jonathan Underhill here again, the man in Vienna, Harry Lime himself, the third man in Vienna with another desert island drug for the Oral Apothecary podcast. Now, we've got, hold on to your hats here, it's very exciting, we've actually got two guests for this one who are going to introduce themselves, starting with Roisin.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much, Jonathan, for having me here today to talk about my desert island drug. My name is Roisin O'Hare and I'm the current president of the Guild of Healthcare Pharmacists in the UK.
And we also have Mahmoud.
Yes, my name is Mahmoud Abdelrahman. I'm the president of the Egyptian Foundation of Clinical Pharmacy.
Fantastic. So, Roisin.
No problem. So whenever Jonathan asked me what was the drug that made an impact in my life, I had to have a really think about this. So the one that's really probably had the biggest impact, I think, is inhaled iloprost. And the reason for this is when I started out my first kind of clinical job, I was covering for maternity leave for a specialist cardiology pharmacist in Belfast. And, you know, after a couple of weeks, I was trying to make a good impression, doing lots of med recs, ward rounds, trying to be there for everybody. A few patients came in that were on inhaled iloprost, and I was like, oh my god, what is this? What is it for? And really the impression, these patients had come back from the Freeman, where they'd been sent away to learn about how to inhale iloprost for their pulmonary arterial hypertension. And I was quickly told that this was my responsibility to look after the supply of the medication, talking to the patients and all the rest. So after doing that, I had to learn obviously a lot about this drug. It's an inhaled prostaglandin to cause vasodilatation within the pulmonary artery to kind of relieve their symptoms. It's very short acting, just 20 minutes half-life, and so you have to inhale it every 3 hours. It's a massive impact on the patient's quality of life. I spent a lot of time with these patients, chatting to them, thinking about what happened, and all of them had to travel away to the Freeman to be trained from Northern Ireland. Massive impact on their daily life, which wasn't great anyway. So I thought, well, this would be something that would be really good for patient care if I get involved, learn about how to do this, so I can train people locally here in Northern Ireland and also support them. So that's what I did. So I went to the Freeman, I got trained, I knew what to do, and then I developed protocols for training our patients in Northern Ireland, and then set up a clinic in Northern Ireland. So when I became a prescriber, I became a prescriber in pulmonary arterial hypertension. I prescribed iloprost, IV epoprostenol, Zentan, and lots of really selective drugs really for these conditions. I think I was the first prescriber in this field in the UK, and for me it was a very patient focused moment, thinking about what was important to them, but also something that was very pharmacist, because it was something that I could do well, because it was very complex drugs that other people maybe didn't have the same understanding of. So for me, that's probably the one that made the biggest difference to me. I think it also demonstrates maybe a little bit of collective leadership. You're starting to say, well, I don't have to wait for someone to tell me what to do. I decided this is important, and it was important to my patient group and also to me to make a difference. And so I thought that was probably a good one for me for Desert Island.
Fantastic, what a great story. Cheers, Roisin. So, Mahmoud.
Yeah, it's a really good choice actually. Mine is penicillin by Alexander Fleming, because it made such a great impact on humanity. It was the first antibiotic to be discovered, and everyone knows penicillin, even though it's like now there is like an issue with resistant patterns and everything, but it still opened the doors to a whole new era of treating different forms of illnesses and bacteria, and even like discovering new drugs. And I think the innovation and the story behind creating the penicillin and the research that was done, and even though it was by accident and everything, it's great, and it encourages us, because we are facing the same situation over and over in different times through history. Like now we're during COVID, so you never know. We just like have to keep working and inventing and sharing the research together, because this is the only way we have.
Fantastic, great story. Again, a precious resource, penicillin. Antimicrobial stewardship is so important, isn't it, guys? Fantastic stories once again. See you soon. Bye.